Thank you for joining us on Talk to Them. I'm your host, Kennitha Wade.
And I'm your other host, Renauda Mitchell. And today we have with us
Auri, motherfucking Auri, with the BombShell.
Thank you for coming. Glad to have you.
Well, thanks for having me.
Mm-hmm.
So honored.
Y'all silly.
I didn't even say nothing yet.
Right. Well, let's start off with our weekly check-in like we normally do. Oh man, I feels like it's been a lot going on this week. My daughter's birthday is today.
Oh, happy
She turns
birthday.
15. And right.
Because I got 2 15s.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
But she has a girl 15, so that's ooh.
Yeah, girl. It's interesting trying to find a reason to celebrate. You know what I mean? They give you so many reasons not to.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I don't want to continue to only highlight all the negative stuff because it just outshines everything else. It's like, let's lift her up. Let's do something different. Let's show her, how much we care. You know, we appreciate, we do see some of the accomplishments that she has made, and she's not defined by all the negative things that she does. And so trying to find the balance of like making sure you're not rewarding the negative behavior, because, you know, that negative behavior, she don't deserve anything.
Yeah.
Ever. You know what I mean?
She's a go big or go home kind of chick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she goes big.
She goes big.
That's how you're supposed to do. We were just talking about that.
Right, we were.
And, you know, we want different behaviors. And so trying to get that buy-in also from dad, because dad is like,
yes, he's not.
I'm not trying to celebrate all this negativity. And I get that. But she just hears a lot about all the negative things she does, and she has to live with it. And if we were reminded every day by, you know, all the things we did wrong in life, how would life be for us? You know what I mean?
Oh, it'd be depressing.
Yeah. You know, I don't got to talk to you every day about what you did to me last week or last year or whatever. You know what I mean? I know I'm trying to move past it. So help me to move past it by stop reminding me about what is stuck in your head about my actions, and let me try to strive for something better, you know?
I had to do that with Donald too, because there was a point in time where every time you blink, breathed, turned around, he was doing something. And I was like, it was like the only time I was talking to him was saying, get up for school. Why did you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Don't do that. And I was like, that gets exhausting too, when you're always telling your child like what they're doing wrong. Like, you feel bad. Like that energy it don't feel good for them, but it don't feel good for you either. Always having to be like, oh, you doing this, you doing that. And so I started being like, even the small things, like, hey, good job with that, or thank you for this, or blah, blah. Because it was like, and then it was weird. The more I did that, the more he did kind of like, oh, I like the way that felt. He still got stuff, but like that does get exhausting when that's all you don't have anything, or it doesn't feel like you have anything nice to say.
Right.
Yeah. That's why I don't whoop or spank my kids, because I had my first child and I learned from Styles' grandma like immediately when he was little. And one day she said to me, like, just imagine if you spank him for everything he did, you would be spanking him all the time. And like, I thought about that, and I was like only 20. So I like, when she said that, then I don't know, I just kept that up. And when even if they're being bad or doing something all the time, always in trouble, when you point out that one little thing, they be like, it'll maybe make them want to
More
receive that
again.
compliment more.
Yeah.
So yeah, try to highlight that one little piece of glitter.
Right. Those things that you
mess.
want to change, find something positive in it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just been challenging. That's been my week of dealing with that. And I've been home most of the week. I don't know what bug has been going around, but it hit my house. And then my daughter had this last week.
Oh yeah.
And then my daughter had some other health issues. And it was, you know, just a combination of like all these things. I took most of the week off. I didn't go to work. I took Monday through Thursday off, and was just, you know, tending to my house and my own personal health. And so I went to work on Friday, which felt really weird to only go to work on a Friday, but I could definitely do more of that. So anyway, it's been a good week. Just a lot of thoughts.
Yeah. Mine was I don't know. Renauda was still trying to fight that strep situation. her, like, she was having a fever on and off like last week or whatever, and it finally broke, but she still wasn't feeling good. You know, like when you sick and then you come out of being sick and then you
Groggy.
weak and you like, so she was kind of on that, and she went back to school, but it was like she wasn't having the best days because she was still trying to acclimate to being healthy again, and that was exhausting for me. The beginning of the week I was off and I went to work and people were getting on my nerves, and I was like, I don't want to be here. But I was like, let me just work it out. Like, you know, I feel like people have a hard time reading energy. I'm really good at reading people's energy. And I feel like people stop it at social cues, but I feel like energy is a part of the social cues. And a lot of people don't understand that they don't know how to read energy.
Right.
Everybody who knows me knows I don't like people touching me. And they're like, I have a coworker who insists on hugs, and it's like, okay, no, she cool. So it's like, okay, fine, a hug here and there, but like, then there's days where she wants to hug me like 4 times, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like back up. I don't know what you're going through, but there's other people that you can hug.
Maybe you look like.
No, I don't.
Maybe she's reading your energy, and your
My energy says don't hug me. My energy always says don't hug me.
You just don't care.
No, she's
That's
just like, I want to give you like good energy. You're not giving me good energy. You're zapping it from me.
Yeah, you have to read that of people. I don't know. Maybe she could see that you're carrying something. I don't know.
You gotta just tell her.
No, none of that. Like I said about so yesterday, I'm gonna skip forward a little bit. Yesterday we did G and I did the fundraiser for his friend Andre Pierce. He does the getting Black kids over to college tours and stuff like that. So we did a paint and sip fundraiser, and when he came in, he went and he spoke to G or whatever. I'm still because G's doing sound. I'm putting out chairs, you know, doing my part, whatever. Yeah. And then he comes in, he's like, "Oh, come on, bring it in. I'm a hugger." And I was like,
"Oh no!"
I thought I was hiding it on the inside, and G was like, "Hey, bro, she's not really. I mean, if you a hugger, she'll hug you, but she's not really a hugger." And I was like. And he was like, "Yeah, I seen your reaction." I was like, I thought I was hiding it on the inside. And he was like, "No." So I say that to say, like, even people, like, he's a good dude. He has, like, you know, great intentions out here in this world. And, like, he's super cool. I have no issues with him. But I just.
You personally, yeah.
Like.
That's why when I hugged you the other day, I put you in a headlock.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be more comfortable. It wouldn't seem like a hug.
I don't think.
Did you like that?
I don't think it was more comfortable.
Well, first I pushed her in the head.
Pushed my head first, and it took me about 3 seconds to be like,
"You more comfortable with
I turned around like, who the fuck?"
And her head was like, and I was smiling.
And I was like, okay,
because she was ready to fight.
Would you rather get hits than hugs?
No, I don't want anybody to touch me at all. Like, don't hit me.
You
don't
look like
hug
you liked
me.
it. Because I feel like if I would have just hugged you, it would have been like, but since it came with a little, you was like.
So you think it's somebody else? Okay, don't listen to Auri and come over here and mush me in my head and or put me in a headlock and reap the repercussions or whatever. Anyway, so I ended up working from home and out in the field on Friday, and then we had the mic, and I got home at 1:20 something, and by the time she texted me at 1:30, I was asleep. Got up Saturday. I don't know what happened. I got up in the morning for something, went back to sleep, kind of got into a disagreement with the friend who popped up on me.
I don't like those. I don't do pop-ups.
Well, it was fine because normally the kids are expecting that person.
Pop-up.
And so it was kind of a situation where we were having a conversation and it was like, I feel how I feel, you feel how you feel. It wasn't an argument, but just like a...
Y'all both saying on business
right.
about how y'all feel.
And then the phone disconnected.
Oh.
And I said, oh, so you hung up? Okay.
The phone died.
And then no, his phone didn't die. I moved my phone. Then all of a sudden it was like, hey. So, and I was like, oh, I didn't see that you texted me. Well, I seen this bubbles moving just to be, I don't know if you're going to watch this, but I seen this bubbles moving, but I was like, I don't care what you got to say.
Yeah, once you hang up, you got kicked off the
He said he didn't hang up. The phone just disconnected or whatever. He thought I hung up on him. But either way, so anyway, by that time I had to go set up. We did, the fundraiser. It was really good. It was really nice. People came out. They had a good time. They was wobbling and what's the other one? It's the wobble and the one of those other
line
dances.
dance?
Yeah, another line dance.
Cupid shuffle?
It wasn't the cube. Did they do a Cupid shuffle? Maybe that's what it was. Either way, it was fun. They had a good time. It was really good energy.
The electric slide?
No, they didn't do the electric slide. I can't remember. It's in one of the videos. I'll look at it. But then we sitting there talking other business and getting our shows ironed out and stuff like that with the Harlow Hotel and trying to figure out what days, G and M want to do shows, I want to do shows, and then where she got room to fit other people because we kind of had priority over other folks. And then woke up and we're here. And then we got Mariah's birthday. So I'm not going to get to rest till next weekend, I think.
That sounds like a plan.
To rest next weekend?
Yeah.
I don't know. I might take a couple days off. I don't know. My supervisor, I think might be watching the podcast. So
We're gonna go as hard as we can, for as long as we can.
She just saying she's tired.
Cool. No, yeah. I mean, but no, I told my supervisor last week because I had to cuss out some people on behalf of some of my participants. Mm-hmm. Like, not cuss out. It's called advocating, but it feels similar. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I go hard when I advocate. Mm-hmm. Like, I go hard. Like, you might not like me when we're done, but at the end of the day, we're going to come to a conclusion. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My person's needs are going to get met one way or another. Yeah. And if they're supposed to be met through you, then you can ask anybody who's ever supervised me. I'm like, so can we do this? And they'd be like, no. I'm like, okay, well, what about this? And they'd be like, no. And I'm like, okay, well, what about this? And they'd be like, maybe. And I'm like, okay, so what if we do this, this, and this? And then I'm going to get to this, one way or another. Like, I'm not good with sales, but on the advocating side, we going to get there. And after that, I told myself, I need a mental health day. I think I need to take a day off. And then one of my other coworkers was like, yeah, let's do that. Let's take 3. And I was like, yeah, but you got to, especially when you're in a field where you're dealing with people. You deal with people. You deal with people. Sometimes you got to be like, I need a no people space. And that's another thing. People were like, your phone's always on Do Not Disturb. Yeah, because my life is always tending to other people all the time. So when I get home and I still got people to tend to in my house, I don't want no extra. There's people who can get through. Both of them can get through. But but at the same time, like, I know they're not calling me to just bother me for no reason. And not saying that everybody else is, but you can text me. I'll read the text message eventually and I'll get back to you when I'm in the space too. So anyway, that was a long check-in. How was your week?
Well, mine was fabulous. My shit was lit. Okay. So this past week, I just been working hard, grinding, no days off, like limited amount of sleep. But all for a good reason. I opened a whole nail salon.
Yay.
Okay.
So like currently I'm working at L&M. Shout out to L&M. And I don't know, I was motivated and inspired to utilize my license to its full potential. So I'm licensed in hair, natural hair specifically, because I just feel like it need to be more people to cater specifically to us.
Absolutely.
So in aesthetics and nails. And I feel like I'm like pretty good at hair. Well, I thought I was, until you get around a whole bunch of other bitches that really do hair. And you like, because everything I knew was self-taught. So I went there, I took classes, and I upped my game, upped my skills. Like, girl, I'm on another level with it. So, I was like, you know what? I feel like instead of, I don't know, I'm just one of those people that need to do things in steps and small increments. So I feel like if I would have came straight out of cosmetology school, started my own business, and I just couldn't imagine me doing lash appointments and waxing and knotless braids and a set of nails. No, when do I have time to master my craft? And then when you go to cosmetology school, they really don't teach you anything but how to pass the state boards for real. So I just took this past year to literally focus on hair. That's it. That's all. I feel like I'm not completely an A+, but I'm an A- right now, I think. Okay. Just, So now I'm there. So now I'm like, okay, I'm paying for these licenses and, I got the credits, that on my credit, that's student loans. So it ain't there for nothing. So I was like, you know what, just thinking about it and talking about it. And our salon owner, Black-owned woman, you know, she about getting her shmoney. So she like, why don't you? Yeah. And I'm like, And I'm dragging my feet. And like just every couple weeks, every couple months, she kept being like, so you gonna do that, right? Like, it remind me of you. Just keep asking me like, and then I'm like, you want me to do it because like you think it's a good idea, or you like really believe in me like I should do it. And like we start having meetings and talking about it, and it's like crazy how conversations go into like full-fledged, like, you know,
Action.
the plan is like, So I don't know, I still can't believe it. But it's there, and it's on Broadway, because it's 2 locations, one at Mall 205 and then one on Broadway. So we have a nail tech there at Mall 205. So now me and another girl like collaborated, and we opened a nail salon upstairs.
Okay.
So yeah, strangely, ever since I've been posting like the nails and like promoting it, girl, I think I might have to change it to the dog pound. Girl, I've been getting dogs, puppy dogs.
Okay.
Like, everybody want pedicures.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about.
G gonna make an appointment too.
It better not be for his feet.
It is.
Oh my God.
Don't be treating him like that.
He better have some
No,
good
she
feet.
talking about because everybody want pedicures. No, because we was having a random conversation. He was talking about his toe, and then he said he need to go get his feet done. And I was like, Auri doing nails now too. He said she doing feet. And I was like, yeah. He's like, I'll make an appointment.
Yeah.
He said he'd rather,
Yeah.
I said,
But I
since
think
you getting your hair done by Kennitha.
Weird. But I think a lot of people that get into the nail industry and do like nail salons, a lot of girls, or like the younger generation or the newer generation of now, they want to focus on like nail artistry and designs and like press-ons. And yeah, I don't have a problem with feet. Like, I don't know, it's just so soothing and relaxing. And, you know, like just to get in there. Like, you know how some people like, how some people like, I don't know, like pimple popping. Like me, it's like, I don't know, I just like to get in there.
I don't like none of that.
Yeah, like it won't gross me out. Like I dig in there and cut and carve and shape. It's like just seeing how to revive and bring it feet and hands like back to life. So I don't have a problem with it. I I think it's crazy.
Everybody wants
getting pedicures.
And you do pedicures. Everybody been like, wait a minute.
Yeah, so I think I might capitalize on that.
You should.
The BombShell dogs. A BombShell dog pound or something. We gonna do something, but I might have to make me a little separate page. Yeah, some PDX BombShell feets or something. But I'm making sure when I do feet though, them videos is real short and sweet and simple, because I don't need nobody trying to make no monies off my client feet.
Okay.
Right? You know, they're gonna have to inbox me. We're gonna have to make a separate little Patreon page and some coins. And I might start doing
Chunk
like
everybody else.
Y'all sign up, be some ambassadors, get some little discounts if y'all let me use y'all feet content. But I don't know. I've been really busy, but I am happy about that. So now I'm just trying to get my website like going and book, because I'm not tech savvy at all. I'm not like no computer person. I can't. So I'm still working on that.
But then she sit down and she figures shit out. So
I do. But I feel like I don't have time to figure shit out, because I'm like always getting my money.
So you need a person.
Yeah. Exactly.
My logo person, Melanin Marketing.
Okay.
She did my logo and G's logo. She did the Balance Entertainment, the La Libre, and G's Lion Labs logo.
And she does
websites and stuff too.
Okay. I'm going to have to look into something, because everybody keep trying to, I'm sure they typing it with their toes. Like, when can we book? Like, they trying to book. So I need a website like ASAP. But overall, I don't know. I feel like my week it was very productive. It was really good. It was exciting. It was lit. Like, if I could eat, sleep, and breathe and live in the salon, I would.
I mean, but you kind of do.
Yeah. But like in a different way. Like, even like on my days off, just be like, because it's like, look what I created. Look what I did. It's like my second home. Like,
it's your baby.
Yeah. And it's just the vibe in there is so good. So I'm just really proud of myself and excited.
Yeah, I'm proud of you too. She's come.
Thank you.
A long way. From. I mean, but you've always been this person, right? Auri likes to. I'm gonna do this, and then she makes this list in her head or on paper and decide what she wants to do. She was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get my CDLs. And we was like, okay. She was like, because she went to be a phlebotomist and then was like, but I want to go to the Red Cross and drive the big truck thing. I'm gonna go get my CD. We was like, okay. Because we know, like, when she say, I'm gonna go do this, we just be like, okay, what do you need from me to help you do this or whatever? Sometimes she's like, nothing, just blah, blah. Or like,
if y'all see me out in the streets in a truck, a bus, like, don't be surprised. Because, yeah, but I'm pretty sure, like, now that I have my CDO, I'm trying to figure out a way to, like, use that to fly a plane. Because I do want to do that at some point in my life.
That's not how that works.
I feel like if I have a CDO, like, I could do everything.
Okay, then.
Yeah. I be telling them, like, when they say stuff to me, I be like, girl, first of all, I have my CDL. Like, even if it doesn't correlate,
matter
it doesn't
what it
matter.
is.
Because that is a huge accomplishment. Yeah.
I got a friend who's been doing that.
Yeah.
But she owns some, like, you know how you transit a driver's an ID, information from your ID, and then somehow you get a driver's license with that. She thinking the next step is.
I feel like if I got my CDLs, like, I could do anything after that. Like, I feel like I could fly a plane. It doesn't seem that hard. I don't know about the ordinances and
you just gotta learn.
All
okay,
that.
That's part of it though.
But I'm like one of those people that eyeball stuff. So I'm pretty sure I could eyeball some stuff in the sky. As long as I can hear.
They already having problems. Don't do that.
I just feel like I can. Like, I don't know. I just feel like invincible. Like, I feel like I could do anything.
I mean, you should feel like that. Yeah. That's great. Yes. But
I don't like the hate that I get from it. Like, y'all ever been like so good at stuff and just make people hate y'all?
Yeah. Yes.
So it just make you want to like sometime dim your light. But I feel like now I'm in my 30s, like, girl, y'all just gonna have to be bad. Like, period.
But it's good that you already there because it kind of took us into our 40s to be like, well, if y'all gonna be mad, y'all gonna be mad.
Yeah.
At the same time, being good at stuff, and you are naturally good at a lot of stuff. People like you. That is a reason for people.
Do people like me?
People like you, but you know what? What happens is, oh my God, when people like you, the people who don't like you tend to be louder.
Yeah.
Like I've noticed.
Yeah.
There's a point in my life where I felt like, dang, like people really don't like me, and that's weird because people like me, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't do anything to people to where people are like don't like me. Usually if they don't, it's because I'm good at something or somebody else likes me or whatever. I don't usually, there's not usually a story as to why me and this person don't like each other.
No, they don't like you because you big dog. You big mama.
And that's you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you got that same energy.
Yeah.
That's that same energy when you go in and you do stuff and you're naturally good at it. Sometimes people are just like,
yeah.
Like, well, it's not my fault you had to work on that. Yeah. But also, there's probably something that you're naturally good at. You're just not in your lane. You know what I'm saying? You haven't found your thing.
Yeah.
Go do that and stop, hating
watching other people be extremely great and be jealous of what all the things they're great at. You just got to put that same energy into you and find out what all you good at.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, on that level, you've had some people in your... So the topic of the day is forgiveness, and she's trying to dance around it. So she's had some people, and you've had some people in your inner circle, who
I had some squares in my circle.
You did some squares, some octagons, some other shapes that we can't pronounce.
Ooh, girl.
And I feel like, especially with certain people, a lot of people, and I was guilty one time of being like, well, that's your blah, blah, blah. Like
your sister. Okay. You a girl, what we sugarcoat shit for? I'm gonna say, no, you gotta put a name on blah, blah, blah.
No.
Okay.
I wasn't talking about just me.
Oh.
So that's why I said that's your blah, blah, blah.
Oh, wow.
I did say that's your sister. But I'm saying, like, other people be like, oh, that's your homegirl, or that's your this, or
that's
your
that. Friend or your mom.
Right.
Girl, titles don't mean absolutely nothing.
And I think especially in our community, we gotta stop that.
Black people specifically.
Toxic people are toxic people. It don't matter who they are. That's your mama, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your dog, your cat.
Girl, if my mama hand me the scissors, she get cut off.
Why you looking at me like that?
Because she got a toxic cat.
I know. I'm gonna stop it for 24 minutes.
I'm gonna drop that cat off down the road.
I want to see that look.
That cat toxic like that is gonna come back.
Her cat, first of all, the cat be beating her up, and then she be sitting here choosing the cat over me. So I
got scratches all on me.
No,
she forgive that cat.
I don't like cats. I'm scared of cats. There's something very weird about them. like how they, I don't know, we going off topic, but
are.
it's some people that like say how cats attract to them. Like a lot of people don't even go buy cats. People inherit cats. Like cats like are attracted to certain people. It's absolutely not. Me and cats, I don't know what it is, but I cannot do cats. Okay. They're very scary. They're very weird. They're predators. Like it's just, I don't know. They're crazy. They are.
Okay.
But, yeah.
But so back on topic. We be sidebarring. But
get rid of that cat.
How did that journey go? Because I know at first, like even when I was like, "Oh, that's your sister," it was like, "Okay, I'll give her another chance," you know. And then, but your gut was telling you, your intuition was telling you, not just with her, with other people, like. You know, no, I had already be having funerals for people in her head.
Girl, no, I be having funerals out loud. It don't be in my head. Girl, well, if I have a funeral for you, everybody gonna know you dead. You're deceased, you're gone.
Okay.
Like
But how did you get to the point? I feel like as the years went on, now you've been more like, no, this person has crossed me one too many times, because she does give chances. This person's crossed me one too many times. I'm not about to continue to do this. What do you feel like changed, or how did you get to the point where you're like, you know, I don't care what nobody else says. I don't care what anybody else's advice is on this. Like, you know, you're to the point to where you know you now, and you know when it's enough. How did you get to that, do you think?
So I just want to say I don't really have too many friends, like, or people that I call friends. And most people that's like close to me, like I call them my family because like me being adopted, and I'd be like, you know, fucking around calling myself a foster adult.
Right.
Or whatever. I don't have anybody. So I, for the most part, created my own family. So anybody that's around me, I really value their opinions and their feelings like a lot. And I had to learn the hard way. Like when you're in situations, you don't see what's going on, like, cause you in it. So if you tell me something that you see from the outside looking in, then that starts to make me like start paying attention. And then I take my time, cause you already seen it and you've been seeing it. So now that you bring it to my attention, now I'm like, now it's gonna take me a minute to like see what you was seeing and evaluate the situation. Number one. Number two, like I am a Cancer at heart. Like at the end of the day, I will give more chances than the law allows. And it's just when I'm done, because I don't know, like when I was younger, I don't know, I think it was about like just having people around me and probably like being afraid to like be alone or like not have anybody. And then as I got older, it started being like, well, what the fuck is this doing for me? Like you're stressing me the fuck out. You're around me and I don't trust you. I always gotta watch you. You got a knife in my back. Like if it's not benefiting me, if it's not pouring into my cups, or what is it, the 3 F's, the fucking feeding and financing me, like then it gotta fucking go. Like I don't know, I just got to this point where I'm just like fucking exhausted. And when it come to giving people chances, I'm okay with giving people chances as long as it comes with like the effort. Like change behavior. If I give you another chance and the behavior just does not change and just things don't change, and sometimes I come to the conclusion like I just gave you another chance to like fuck me over again. Basically, I'm just teaching you how to finesse me, right? And play in my face better and not get caught. But you can get caught every time, because as long as I have people around me that care about me, that are like paying attention, which you always been like.
There was this one.
No.
I was like, she trying to single white female you.
Yeah. And this person ended up and told me like to my face, or like over the phone in a conversation, in effort to like apologize and make amends. Like, I don't know, it's just something about you. You just always doing shit. Like she was like, you say you want to be an astronaut, you're going to be an astronaut. If you say I'm going to be a nurse, you're going to be and she was like, that just pissed me off and it just made me jealous. But she's like, I just always want to be around you because it was like a good time and it was like beneficial. But it was like, I don't know. It's just like, this bitch. But I was like, that hurt me, because I feel like if I won $1 million, you won $1 million too. If what is that saying when they say if you in a room with 3 millionaires, at some point it should be 4. I feel like you should be learning and absorbing like something from me. So I don't know, it was really hurtful, but it was good like to hear that brutal, honest truth. But I mean, really, to go back to answer your question, I don't know. It's just, I feel like I was slowing myself down by keep giving people opportunities and chances. And I don't know. I'm really in tune with my emotions and my feelings. And I really feel like it's just, what is like the little water tank and you pull the thing? I could just feel my energy and my life just like draining out of me. And I was like, no, I need to keep that and save that for all the good shit that I'm always fucking doing. Shit, bitch, you taking my shine. Right. You dimming my light. So I got to put you over there where you at and I got to be over here. But when it comes to like, that's your friend or we known each other for this long, like people say, okay, give her another chance. Y'all been in each other's life for 10 years. And I'm like, and we've been in each other's life for 10 years and look where the fuck we at. Right. As somebody got to fucking be the bigger person or have some common fucking sense and cut this shit short. So I'm like, I don't know, I will cut somebody so fast. Like, and you know, like I had another friend and and her friends was mad because I was having funerals for her. I'm like, yo, do y'all want to attend the funeral or not? Like, why y'all mad? Like, she keep doing me a certain type of way. People can be mad at how I go about it or how I handle it all they want to. At the end of the day, I'm the person that got to feel it. I'm the person that got to deal with it. I know what me and that person been through. So I'm like super big on loyalty. And I feel like if you ever find yourself in a situation where it's Auri in anything, you have to pick that other thing. Because I don't come fucking second to shit. Like I know what I provide as a friend, as a mother, like just anything in general, as a wife, a girlfriend, fiance. I know what the fuck I bring to the table. I'm the leg, the screws, the plywood, the fucking finishing. I'm all that shit. So if you ever be like, damn, Auri or this, Auri or that, it better be this and it better be fucking that. If you can't never be like, oh, it's Auri, like every time, that's just how I am. Don't put me second to shit. And when I start like, you know, setting that boundary, I don't know, I just felt like my life got better. Like, all right, bitch, you gotta go off with your fucking head. Funeral. Next. Yep, funeral. And then like when it comes to sisters, oh, that's your sister. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean?
It mean y'all relatives?
No, we came out the same vagina, the same raggedy ass birth canal. That does not mean nothing. And when I say it's raggedy, it's raggedy.
I know.
So, like, 50 other motherfuckers came out of there and 2,000 went in. So I'm just saying. Listen, that doesn't mean anything to me. Because my definition of sister, like, I don't know. It could be a stranger and we build a sisterhood. Like, so I don't know if you could be somebody's sister and like rob them, steal from them, betray them. Like, girl, like I could go there, but it's so much shit that you don't do as a sister. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's just a word. I don't care who you are. I don't care what title you hold. If you're not holding that title or that position how you supposed to or how I value it as, you just another motherfucker at the end of the day.
Yeah. I remember when I but I got my sister's number from my dad, I think. Renauda was 6 weeks old. And I was actually at her grandma's house at that time. And we had this great conversation. We're a lot alike, but a little different because she was, I won't get into all her business, but just a little different, right? We're very on the core. We're very similar. No, but we walked very similar lives, but raised by different kind of people.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, oh my God, so I finally get to have a sister. Like I am a brother's sister, right? Like I have brothers. That is a part of my identity is being an older sister to brothers who think they my big brother because they're taller than me. But I was like, oh, I get to experience, what it feels like to have a sister. I know all these people who have sisters. I've always kind of wondered what that would be like. And then nothing ever happened. And then,
wow, that's a disappointment.
Yeah.
A huge fucking letdown.
Right. Because it's like, I feel like you think, or at least it feels like with other people, it should be like, this is this person that I share this bond with that I can't get from anybody else.
Exactly. That's supposed to be like your best friend.
Like your natural built-in best friend.
Like you don't need no best friend if you have a sister, like the right sister.
That's the idea. That's what you would think. But it really depends on the people. It's not even about the actual situation. Because I have a sister who has never done anything. I got another sister who would do anything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's really about the individual's own perspective and how they value relationships. Some people have that opportunity to have a great sisterhood with their actual sister, and that's dope.
Yeah, I was
But
thirsty
that's not
for a sister.
everybody's. Yeah, it's just
I
not
was so
everybody's
desperate.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know. Out of all my mom had a lot of kids. She was on drugs. Like I come from a drug addicted family, so I got adopted. And no matter where I fall in that line, I'm the big sister to everybody, even if I'm the little sister.
Mm-hmm.
And that'd be hurting because I yelled at my big sister and was like, "When can you be a fucking big sister to me?" And then, I don't know if she know like my story, like how I met my sister. If you heard the story, you would be like, "Damn, y'all supposed to be fucking like conjoined at the hips. Like y'all supposed to be besties for the resty." Like, can I give her like a little short
Go ahead.
version? Okay, so I was in Cleveland. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. If you don't know now, you know. Just playing.
Nobody cares.
So I was younger. I had went through some stuff, like went through sexual abuse. So I was pregnant at a really, really young age. And I was living with my adopted family. My dad at the time, he owned a appliance company. And so like everybody be out our business. You know how Black people is with going in this house, stays in this house, can't nobody know all these secrets. So I'm over here pregnant. I'm not even going to school. I'm being homeschooled, all this crazy shit. So he had two friends that owned a daycare. So I'm just calling my auntie and my uncle because now that's my auntie and my uncle. So because them his friends, you know how Black people is. So he like, I gotta go. They own a daycare. Their refrigerator don't work. I gotta go fix it. So he takes me. He like dragging me everywhere with him. And we're waiting to find out like how far I am so I could get this illegal ass abortion. So we go to his friend's house. When I get there, like the auntie, like she don't even fucking play. Like she don't play at all. Like she don't do like kids being an adult's face. So I'm like sitting there in the kitchen with her husband and my dad. And she like, oh, you can come have a seat in the living room somewhere. Matter of fact, go upstairs like with my niece. So I go upstairs with the niece and I'm like walking all nervous because the way Black people just talk to kids that's not there. I'm like, she's talking to me like she know me. Like, girl, going upstairs, up there, the room on the left. I'm like, all right. And I'm like, you're not even, like you're not even gonna walk me. You're not gonna guide me. Like,
I don't know where I'm going.
Go in somebody's room.
She gave me something to drink and something to eat and told me to go upstairs because I was just sitting on the couch and she trying to watch Jerry Springer or whatever it is she watching. And I walk upstairs and this girl sitting in her room and she just, laying on her bed, doodling, drawing, whatever. And like I sit on her bed and she looking at me and I'm looking at her and I was like, oh, your auntie told me to come up here. And she was like, oh, okay. Like, it seems normal. Like, girl, of course she did.
Right.
So we don't even know each other. She didn't even know I was coming up there. And then I like sat down and I was like, oh, what you doing? And then she was like, oh, just drawing or whatever. And then she was like, how far are you? And I'm like, I don't know. Mind you, like, I'm like so uncomfortable. Like I'm pregnant. I'm a kid. Girl, I think I had like a yeast infection. Like, girl, I was so itching and burning and smelling. Like I was not taking care of. I was just so, and I remember just sitting there like, because I don't want to be too close to her. Right. She might be like, girl, what the fuck you got going on? Yeah. And that's like all this stuff is going on in my head. But she like talking to me like, how far are you? And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't even know I was pregnant because I was like a kid and my stomach was moving. I thought I was hungry. So that's the fucked up shit about it. So I'm sitting there talking to her and then I'm like asking her, she's like, oh, that's why you're not at school. And I was like, yeah. And then I asked her why she wasn't at school. And she told me like, our auntie is crazy. Girl, if you blink too hard, girl, you pregnant? You eat too many crackers? Oh, you must be pregnant. She was like, girl, I done fell asleep in the middle of the day. And she told me something, yeah, I'm taking you to the doctor tomorrow because I think you pregnant.
Oh, God.
She was like, sleep all day. So she was like, girl, so she think I'm pregnant. She wants to be taking me to the doctor. And I was like, dang, like, are you? She's like, girl, no. It was some other stuff going on behind the scene for, why she was tired. But she wasn't pregnant. So we sitting there and I'm looking at her notebook on her bed and she's like writing her name. But when she wrote her name, she wrote her first, middle, and last name, Loves, her boyfriend. And I'm looking at her name like, damn, that's a coincidence. That's my middle name and my last name and my mom's middle name and my mom's last name. So that's crazy. And then I was like, are you adopted? And she was like, no, like hood adopted. Like, like I went from my mama to my auntie and my auntie gave me to her friend because her friend don't play. So, because I was walking all over my auntie, doing too much. So she's like, but I'm not like legally adopted. And I was like, oh, she's like, are you? And I'm like, yeah. And then I was like, my mom got the same middle name and last name. And she's like, really? And I was like, do you know your mom? And she was like, yeah. And then she was like, my mom got the same middle name and last name. And then I was like, girl, what's your mama name? And she was like, you say it first. I'm like, we gonna say it at the same time. We was like, da 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 da. Like it was. I was like, oh my God, we got the same mama. And I was like, I think I'm your sister. Like, this is crazy. And she was immediately about to go run and tell her auntie, go tell everybody. And I was like, oh no. I was like, you can't tell nobody. Like, bitch, I'm going to never see you again.
Right.
They're never going to let me talk to you because my family's just like, no, your family is crackheads and heroin addicts. They don't care about you. So I was like, So we kept it a secret. But she was like, my auntie and my uncle, like, cool, I'll let them know. So anyway, I leave there. I go home. I go on this mission to find out, like, is that my sister? Because now I'm needing to know. So, like, I tell my adoptive brother, like, can you please find out? And of course, like I said, I was going through stuff. My brother was like also like sexually abusing me. So he like, took advantage and was like, I have to do whatever, and I'll get the information for you. I was like so depressed and like so devastated. But I found out, he went and got like my file from his parents' bedroom. When he opened it, it had all these names in there. And it was like this little tiny picture, like, you go get pictures taken. It was so little, like a wallet photo. And it was like this little chocolate girl just sitting there. And it had her name on it. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, that is my sister. So I'm like, we not telling nobody. My brother's like blackmailing me the whole time. So my auntie calls. The auntie calls and she's like, so I see you got 2 daughters, whatever. I got 2 daughters. Well, like my niece and my daughter. And she was like, you should let them come over. Like, she's like, I'm strict. You don't got to worry about nothing over here. And my adoptive dad, it was like super strict, but he was like, yeah, like that's his friend, like he fuck with them. So I started spending the night over there, and like we're cousins, but we sisters, and we was like hanging out all the time. And then I don't know what happened. Something like abruptly happened. I always believe that people know. I feel like Black people be the main ones hiding it, turning the blind eye. That something's going on, because every time in my life where there was some type of like sexual abuse going on or something going on, it like abruptly out of nowhere, like something happened. So I always question, like, did my parents know? Because as soon as like my uncle, her husband, started doing weird stuff, like eventually like I just stopped going over there. And then like the same thing, like when I got pregnant as a kid, like that person like went to jail like for the same thing, and like the family kind of like was divided. So I always like, every time I question, like, I wonder if they knew. I came to the conclusion that they know. They always know.
They either found out or they have a real good suspicion, and they like, well, we not gonna chance it.
Yeah, and I stopped seeing my sister. And then when I got in high school, we ended up going to the same high school. And so just hearing that story, like how we met each other, like you would think like our bond would be unbreakable, inseparable. It was like, girl, fuck you. Like she just treated me like a raggedy ass bitch off the street. Like we got into fights, went to jail. Like girl took boyfriend. Like it's crazy. And then like I become an adult and I move away. And then like, like me being a Cancer and being forgiving, and like I'm not like her because she's like a Libra and she like to try to weigh out the options and be fair and all that. Pissing me off, but
it makes her so angry.
I was like, you know what? We was kids, so I charged it to the game, and we became adults. And I reached out to my siblings, like to have relationships, and sometimes it's just you can't. Like I met several of them, like rather over the phone or in person, and flew out to meet each other. And it's a time when we together, but it's like once we go our separate ways, it's like we never knew each other. We don't have a bond, and it just doesn't hold up. But particularly, I moved 2 of my sisters here, and it's just like one of them used me, and the other one just treat me like some bitch off the street. And it's the one of them is like the one that's in that story where how we met. And I don't know, like when we together in a strong bond, we have fun and we love each other, and then it's just like just weirdness. And like a lot of animosity and like just weird like energy that just doesn't make any sense. So I'm like, damn, like that's so like it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So, but I give, like I said, a million chances. And when I'm done, if you hurt me, it's a wrap. Like that's it. Because I can't allow myself to be a punching bag or a doormat. And I feel like as I went through so much in my life and my voice was like, what am I trying to say? Like compressed, like I wasn't able to speak for myself. Now I don't know. I'm just this person. Like I wasn't allowed to say shit. I had to keep all these secrets in. Girl, now I'm telling everybody how I feel.
Look,
left and right.
Sometimes it'd be like, you will hear me be like, Auri. Because she be like, no, fuck that.
I read bitches for filth. Like, period. I'm never holding back anything. If I feel a certain type of way about you, you're going to be the first person to know. And if you heard that I said something about you, I'm going to be like, yep. Unfortunately, it got to you before I got to you, but I definitely said that. But that's not how I said it. And I'll tell you the content. You might want to take it how they told you, because if I tell you, your feelings gonna be hurt. But I am a strong believer of loyalty and being honest with people and being real with people. I don't like people being set up for success. But I'm not like that, and I can't take it. I like when people be real with me too. Like, bitch, that wig is too far forward. Push that shit back, or take that shit off. That don't match, or that's not a good idea. Like, I like that because I feel like it makes you be the best person that you can be when people be honest with you.
Right.
Now, if I leave up out of here and find out like something was on my face and my shit was fucked up, I'm blocking you. I'm mad.
No, you know I didn't see it. You know I didn't see it. Don't do that.
She's lying, so she don't count.
Don't do that.
But no, you see something going on with me emotionally, physically, mentally, just anything. Like, let me know, period, all the time.
I will. I'm like, And
I might take it hard, like, for a minute, and then I'll be like, all right, you was
sometimes
right.
she get defensive. I'm like, your energy is off. No, I'm just like, I don't know. Seem like.
Yeah. But no, I'm going to be me. I learned that. I felt like people try to prevent me from being me. And I'm just at the stage in my life where I don't know how to be nothing but me.
Yes. And it feels good, I'm sure.
Girl, it do.
Yes.
That's why I say I'm glad it got to her earlier than.
Right. Yeah, I remember the first time I had to really cut somebody off.
Oh, did it hurt?
It was my brother.
Your brother?
I did. You know, I was the youngest of 5, so I understand. We grew up in foster care, and we grew up, you know, living wherever we lived, and at this auntie's house, and at this house, and at this foster, you know, just all over. So with 5 of us, like, we all grew up together, and then we all grew up separate at the same time. You know? And so, but my brother always was that. He used to come in the house and steal the Nintendo and go sell it, you know? It's like the rest of us got to suffer. Yeah. And we got used to that growing up. And so when I first got in the trade, I bought a little car, a little stuffer, because my car kept messing up. And I was like, one of the things you have to have, especially working in construction, is reliable transportation. And it's like, I didn't have no money. But I could afford this $600 car, and this car is going to get me to and from work. Man. And it had like a leak in the water hose or something, and he was supposed to fix it. And he took it and sold it to somebody who was supposed to be like a brother. And that was my final straw.
Oh no, because now you trying to hinder me. You messing with my money. Yeah. And you took something from me that was hard for me to get, and you earned it to better yourself.
I got kids. I got other kids I'm taking care of. I was so mad, but I cut him off. I stopped talking to him.
Was he on drugs?
He was.
Yeah. But some people, I know somebody, we had an auntie that was around us on drugs. She ain't never steal from us or do nothing like crazy like that to us.
She talked crazy.
It's just an excuse. She did. It's an excuse. People be messed up, you know. It's like, and they blame it on the drugs. Yeah. But really, it's a choice that you made. Right. Yeah. And so I stopped talking to him for many years.
That's crazy.
Now that he's, you know, on the right and narrow, or more so in the better direction, you know, I'll talk to him. He can come in my house, but
you will never fully let him back in here.
I don't trust nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had to cut a sibling off. I didn't cut some aunties off, some cousins.
Girl, aunties and uncles and cousins. Especially the daddy side.
I got an auntie where I was like, I'm going to her house. And my other auntie was like, no, you're not. I said, oh, yes, I am.
That's her sister, first of all.
But she's not telling me that because that's her sister. She completely understands why I want to go.
Like, that's your auntie.
But nope, not even that. She was like, she's sick. Oh. That's like,
you're going to go to jail.
Watched her mouth.
Yeah. You're going to go to jail.
No, because she was playing about my kids. And that's where,
girl,
I told you, like, that. I'll tell you off of here. But that whole situation, and I was like, so what I'm going to do is, because, you know, if something needs to be found out, I'm going to find it out.
Oh, at the end of the day.
You give me just a tad bit of information.
Girl, no, she going to dream about it. And she going to wake up and be like, yeah. She's Raven Simone.
I'm going to find it out. We found out what was wrong with what's her name the other day based off of it. She gave the wrong word. I'm just saying what's her name.
Girl, you already know.
She gave
Listen, if I say somebody, girl, they suffering from rhinoceros, she'll be like, girl, that ain't what it is.
That's not what that is. What did they say?
She'll be like, girl, that's rhinoplasty, something. I'm like, girl, how did you figure that out? That's a dinosaur.
Like, it took me what, 3-4 minutes to figure that out.
Like,
so
girl,
I was like,
got symphysis. Girl, no, she got schizophrenia. I'm like, how did you get that from that? With just give it and start with an S, but all the letters is wrong. She found it.
I am going to find that information. So I'm saying all that to say she had just moved and I didn't know where she was. Like, she went to a whole different state I ain't never been to before. But I was going to get me a train ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to go all the way over there. And my auntie was like, no, you're not. And I said, fine, then she's dead to me.
Yeah, like, funeral.
You know what I'm saying? I think that was the first dead to me thing because usually I do the you don't exist.
You had your first funeral.
Yeah. But, you know, people just don't normally exist to me. I don't fool with them. But for her, I was like, no.
That's a closed
we need to
casket.
put on a whole outfit. I'm going to sing his eyes on the sparrow and everything. Like, it's really going to be a thing.
Oh, that. Yo, when it comes to your kids, I'm telling y'all, I'll be in my mugshot like, y'all ready? When it comes to my kids, girl, can't nobody tell me nothing at all, nothing.
Yeah, we
about her finding stuff out. Did she tell you about the snake in the room? That was probably the craziest one.
Which snake in the room?
Me and her. So she usually have dreams about snakes.
Yes.
And somebody's like betraying me, but the person was like in our faces, and I remember her being like, "I had a dream last night." But she's like, the snake, I have never been able to see it. She said, I either feel it, it's going across my feet. So it's like the way she explained it. But she's like, this is the first time I actually like, we're in the room. It's like when she was saying it, but we wasn't hearing it. Like she was answering her own question.
I wasn't getting it.
And she was like, the snake is like in the room with us in my dream. And she was like, it was in the corner. And I'm like, dang, that's crazy. And when everything came apart, the snake was for real in the room with us.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Spying on us, lying to us.
Betraying us, straying us in the wrong direction so that we wouldn't see they was a snake. Like,
it was crazy. Wow.
That was so crazy.
A snake dream usually means that somebody's betraying you, right? Like there's somebody lying to you, deceiving you, whatever. And when I have them dreams, it's always something. But this one was like really intense, and this was the first time I was really confused by what was going on because it was like, it was like it's going here, it's going there, and I'm not seeing it, but I'm sensing it, and then all of a sudden it's over in the corner, and when all that shit happened, that's where they were sitting,
looking crazy,
view.
Like,
and I was like,
and she said it in front of the person, and then when me and the person talked, like later on, they was like, damn, and when she said it, I knew she was talking about me. And I was like, that is so crazy. Yeah. Shoot, her and her dreams, girl. I remember, you pregnant?
Right.
Yeah, you're pregnant. You need to go to the hospital. I go to Providence. I call and I'm like, I put her and him on the phone. I was like, I'm pregnant. She was like, I didn't get you pregnant.
I wasn't even there. Why you
Every time I'm pregnant, she tell me. And I just be so irritated. And when she can't find out who it is and she called me, oh, girl. No, I'm like last resort. And she makes sure now I'm last resort. Like, girl, I done went through this person, that person, that person. Girl, you the last one. It's you. I'm like, no, it's you. Get off my phone.
No,
and it be me.
With Starry, I knew it was her because me and Renauda had a fish dream. And I was like, it's gotta be
the
you.
daughter too.
It's gotta be you. She woke up and said, I had a fish. She said, Mom, I had a dream about a fish. And I called Auri. I said, you pregnant?
I was like, girl, no, I'm not. Ain't no way.
But Mizzy had already told you was pregnant.
Girl, he always say that because he's psycho. He's sick.
Well, whatever. She was. And she was like, no, I have COVID. We was like, okay.
Yeah. And when I get pregnant, I have COVID symptoms. It's really weird. My heart like beat weird, like murmur. It's like so weird. And my heart beat weird. I'd be like, this is the last time my heart was beating weird. And I was like, oh, hell no.
But I already, and I'm like, somebody pregnant. Somebody.
My nose, was stuffy. I can't breathe. I can't see. I be feeling weird, like COVID, like. And then I go and they be like, yeah, you're pregnant. And I be like, what the fuck? Like, y'all need to come out with some birth control for these niggas.
She don't know how this happened. Like, she's shocked.
Because you don't get pregnant. Everybody get pregnant that easily. And you know when you be on birth control and then when you stop, sometimes it takes your body some time. Girls like the baby immediate. Like, on the side.
Mama got 97 kids. Girl. You should have known.
That's crazy. That is
I think one day I had found out I was pregnant. I was keeping it to myself. And then she posted something on Facebook. You can't keep that
to yourself from her.
She said, somebody pregnant.
You looked at that Facebook post
and I was like, that's weird. You know, and then the next time I was pregnant, same thing. She said, I had 3 fish dreams. There's 3 people pregnant.
Girl, she had knocked them off
pregnant, and then
one of my participants was pregnant.
And I was
be getting on my nerves. I'd rather she just keep it to herself.
No, because the dreams escalate and they drive me crazy.
She said they start driving her crazy when we deny it. She was like, can you please stop? Because he told me not to tell nobody because I knew it probably wouldn't make it. And I was like, he was like, you can tell her.
Like,
she
I just
kept
need to know. I knew because I knew
she was like, you gaslighting me. Just started to get offended. I said, you know what? I was like, if you don't want me to tell nobody, I'm just gonna tell you, girl. Yeah.
I had a cousin who she had, after she had her third baby, she said every time you posted one of them posts and you couldn't figure out who the fish was, it was me. I said, yeah, and then your ass will pop up with a baby. And I'm like, Shaka.
Why wouldn't you tell me? It's driving
because
me
she
insane.
hiding it from everybody. I'm like, you can tell me. I'm not gonna tell nobody. I just want to stop the dreams.
Yeah.
Same thing. My friend Shy, she's like a little cousin. She was pregnant. She was one of the fish. One time I had 5 fish dreams. It was 5, not 5 fish dreams, 5 fish in a dream. So I knew you were one of them. Shaka was one of them. Shy was one of them. I can't remember who the other two
Girl, she
were.
be frying the fish, eating the fish,
having fish fries,
working
fish
at
boils.
the fish shop.
I was like, we gotta stop. We gotta stop.
Remember
but everybody
dad?
was hiding it from me. Yeah.
Remember his dad was like, I had a dream about a fish, but I threw the fish back in the water and I had a miscarriage. I was like, bro, these people crazy.
Yeah.
That would scare me.
It'd be real. People think you crazy or you just making stuff up. I'm like, every time.
No, it's real. Like our
ancestors.
ancestors, like I'm serious. Like that's how they communicated and stuff. So I don't know. And you know what I want to know? Like while we talking about forgiveness, you think our ancestors was forgiving?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so. I think for me, what I've learned about forgiveness is like when people say it, like it's so cliche, but forgiveness is for you.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Because at the end of the day, I'm forgiving you so I can let this
move
go.
on. Because every time I see you, I'm gonna whip your ass, or I feel like I'm gonna whip your ass, or honestly, it's not for me. It's for you. I have to forgive you so that I can mentally, emotionally move on and not attack you when I see you. So that's why I'm forgiving you.
Yeah,
because I need to be better.
I just don't want to be thinking bad things about people, and
yeah, that's not good. Remember that movement, that WWJD? What would Jesus do? That's why I
don't want to do what Jesus would do. I feel like that's a little too. That's calling for too much perfection to me.
Jesus has done some things.
Okay,
because I said that to somebody before, and they was like, "Jesus flooded the earth." So, what would Jesus do?
So you saying there's times where I should flood the earth? Okay, Auri said that I should flood the earth.
Oh my. Like, I mean, give that energy. But I do try to be like, but forgiveness, I feel like if you don't forgive people, it's like, you know how people end up bitter, like a bitter ass, mean, mad bitch. And you just always got something on your back, a chip on your shoulder. I don't want to be that person. I need to be thriving. I need to be giving off like Beyonce glow energy, the Virgin Mary. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to be feeling like that at all time. I ain't worried. I got 99 problems and a bitch ain't one. Man. Like, that's what it need to be. And then I do think about like our ancestors, but if our ancestors seen what the fuck was going on now, they be mad.
I think they had too much stuff they had to deal with.
Yeah,
in life that they had to find peace in order to survive.
Look what the natives,
you know what I mean?
They was being nice to them Caucasian people, them colonizers. And see what happened when you forgive, you turn a blind eye and get blindsided and take your land and trying to send you to Mexico. How you sending the Native Americans away?
Okay. And they really doing that. Like they are really rounding up like Navajo people.
That's insane.
It is like prove you're American. Prove you're American.
Mexicans shouldn't even have to go nowhere. That is insane. They have the most indigenous blood. Those are their twins.
That border wasn't put in place by them.
Until the people.
But you know how you said, I like to weigh stuff out and stuff like that, right? Like I don't necessarily like to immediately act. But also, when I've decided, they act like, okay, well, don't do that now. Like, okay, because when it's go time, like it's really go time. And I don't remember what we were doing, but something was going on. And Auri was like, well, Renauda, I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should. What was it? I can't remember now.
Was it recent?
No, it wasn't too recent. But I was basically like, okay, Kennitha does this to me too, because I'll be like, okay, well, fuck it.
Like, oh no, when you say fuck it, that's not normal. That's scary. I'm supposed to be like, bitch, what the fuck all this shit up? Let's go. We riding at midnight. Bring the mask, bring the guns, bring the duct tape, bring the bag. And you supposed to be the one that's like, no. Let's think about this. But when she call and be like, bitch, fuck that. It's off with his head. I'm like, whoa. Are you sure?
But you see what I'm saying? I don't think that's fair.
That's not normal.
No, because I already thought about it. We went through a process. And I've decided.
No, you can't give me that type of reassurance because I didn't see you.
You didn't see
nah,
me?
hell no. Somebody got you fucked up. Like that's that's
I
next
promise
level.
you I waited out.
But I have to make sure, like, okay. And I asked you, I was like, so what did you do first? And then what did they respond? And okay, these are the next steps. Yeah. But then I can't even be like, I'm riding with you because I have to ask you, like, what was the 10 next steps? Because you told me you thought it out and there was only one processing stage and then you're reacting. I'm like, no, that's not you. It has to be 9 more after that. What are the other steps you took?
Sometimes
it's not normal.
you don't need 10 steps.
Yes, you do. With you, yes, you do. Absolutely. Me,
She feels some kind of way.
I
Look at
told
that
her
face.
my motive or my motto is, girl, we whooping ass and we asking questions later.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I can't take the chances that you did some shit and got away with it. Cause I'm handling that shit right now. And if I find out, then you will get the deepest apology that you deserve, or you did some shit to deserve that somewhere down the line. And you got away with some shit, I'm sure. So
if you want me to do that, I just feel like it's fair exchange, no robbery. I should be, when I'm like, Auri, how blah, 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 blah. You should be like, okay.
I'm riding with you, but
no, I'm talking about with your stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't want you to do that to me. Absolutely not. I want you to be like, when I say put your mask on, come on, let's go. You're supposed to be like, all right, I'm supposed to hear your keys in the back jingling and you getting up. You did that one time. Girl, that one time.
Oh, Lord. Y'all
At
gonna
Walmart?
start telling these stories.
Nigga, no.
Oh.
When I got that call on that iPad and I was on the phone with you, you was like, I'm on my way.
Oh.
Girl,
yeah.
she hung up so fast, she was right there. And we was outside. Like, girl, yeah.
Y'all
You
mess around and get
that.
y'all-
But she had been through that with me.
We didn't do nothing.
Oh, okay.
We didn't.
Yeah, because she's one of those people. If we go to whip
We got to
somebody's
share our
ass
gems.
or drag somebody and they're scared, she's like, you already won. They scared. No, I want to drag they scary ass. She be like,
wanna
no,
finish.
look at them. They don't want to fight. And I'd be like, girl, and they should have been doing this and that and everything they was doing. Yeah, she one of
prefer
them.
the mental
If we
side of
go
things.
ride on somebody and they're like petrified, she'll be like, yeah, no, let's go. Like she'll cuss them out and be like, now look at you. Like we came over here to jump your ass and you all fucking pissed on yourself.
Right.
And she be like, look at you, bitch. Like we won. And I'd be like, no, beat her pissy ass. Like, come on. No, I don't like her. No.
Y'all
Okay.
sound like y'all don't need to be together.
We don't.
Well,
But we meet up
have
with
to
somebody
have
and
an
they was
adult.
talking shit and they was in a wheelchair.
Okay.
We found out they was in a wheelchair. She'd be like, oh, girl, you can't do nothing. And I'd be like, yes, the fuck we can.
She gonna knock the
Dump their
wheelchair
ass over.
Okay, then.
Yeah, I feel like your
We not
mouth is a weapon because I know mine's is. So I don't care.
Mhm.
And I don't feel like no part of you is a disability when you run in that mouth, when you pull out that weapon. That means you ready for
Right.
war.
Yeah.
'Cause I am.
I get it. What's our gems today? Well,
Don't mess with Auri. It's gonna be
Do
my
not play
gem.
with me. I am a
No.
Cancer at heart. You will get all the chances in the world. You'll be surrounded with love and positivity and just greatness. Like, I don't know, like we the mother sign. We're gonna wrap our arms around you, and then when you play, you're gonna get your ass whipped and sent to your room with no dinner
Okay.
and no TV.
They call the people on you for stuff like that.
Oh, I don't know. And I'm gonna be in my mugshot like. She seen my first mugshot. She was like, oh, I was so cute. I was like, you're crazy.
Her eyebrows were perfect.
Okay, then.
And then my next one, girl, I look like this some bullshit. I was so cute. I had braided my hair and everything in advance. I
You was
needed-
ready?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Because I
then.
know what I
Turn
did.
yourself
And I was standing on what the fuck I did. So,
Uh-huh.
oh, when I do shit, it's no regrets. Like, I can never tell anybody, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. If somebody decide not to forgive me, I'm okay with it. Because I know I takes it to the VIP section of hell
Mm-hmm.
when I do shit. So,
Okay, then.
yeah, to the basement. Yeah, so I just want to know why we talking about forgiveness. And nobody forgive me. I can accept that. I'm like, you know what? That's okay. And I could live with that. Because I know when I do shit what the intention is when I do it. Everything I do is with the proper intention.
Okay.
Yeah.
No regrets.
None
No
at
regrets.
all.
My
So what's
gem
your
today is to not let people's failures define who they are.
Mm.
To remember that.
Yeah.
To be thoughtful.
I like that.
Yeah. And you don't want to be reminded of every mistake you've ever made. So think about that before you continue to be the person that is reminding somebody who's going through something over and over again of their failures. You know?
I like that.
Let's work on lifting people up. Change the narrative.
I think my gem is gonna be just about the topic, right? Like forgiveness is for you.
Mhm.
I am a grudge holder, right? So I have to work on forgiveness. But a lot of my grudges are because you did something to one of my loved ones, usually. I tend to give people a little more chances with me, and then once it's done, it's like an abrupt off, over, whatever. But that has been something that I have been working on because, like I said, like it'd be like, oh no, I don't fool with them because back in 1972, they said this and did that to my cousin, and then my cousin is cool, but that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, and naturally, as women, we don't forget shit. We don't forget nothing.
Yeah, I almost brought up that bad word and talked about forgiveness and for friends and stuff like that, but we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna bring it up. You. But it fit to that. Yeah. But anyway, so forgiveness is for yourself, and holding grudges and stuff like that. It can make you sick. Like, why hold on to that? Why carry any of all that negativity? You know, you carry it around in your gut, and it messes up your brain and your chemistry and all that. Like, just let it go. Even if, and also with that, forgiveness does not mean that I fool with you. Right. Forgiveness does not mean that we cool and going back to normal.
Can
it just
you
means
say that louder for the people in the back? Just as I forgave you, do not mean that we back like this.
Yeah, it does not. It just means I'm not going to harp on it anymore.
Exactly.
So, yep.
Okay, so my gym. I'm just playing. Forgive me, don't forgive me, I do not care. I just want to say that I don't know, I forgive everybody that ever did anything to me, and I feel like it makes me be me, unapologetically me, period. And I feel like that's the only reason why I can be me, because I don't have that weight down on me. And I want to say that people need to continue to be them, like 1,000% them. Don't dim your light for anybody. If it's going to make people hate you or dislike you or whatever, it doesn't matter. Would they say they hated on Jesus? I don't think I'm Jesus or nothing.
But if they don't hate on him.
Yeah. Like, you know, so that's my gym, is to be you 1,000%. And the only way that you can 100% purely, successfully be you is if you don't have like that on your shoulder. Like, have 99 problems and don't let it be unforgiveness be one. Right. Period.
Okay. I like that.
All right.
And make sure y'all come get y'all nails done. Come get them dogs done.
Right.
Yeah, what else? Anything? Come get some knotless braids done. Come get some locks. Some
stuff. I'll get my hair done this week.
Is it just you or you have other stylists? How many stylists?
So at the salon so I have my my own business, and it's a mobile salon. It's a 40-foot RV conversion. So I'm like marinating on that because I wanted to build my skills so that I could be able to be a successful business owner. So what I did was go work under another successful Black woman and business owner, and go develop and learn and master my skills. So that's where I was saying, where I went and did my classes. And yeah, so there at the salon, there is a lot of other stylists, and there's 2 locations. So I am amongst all those other wonderful individuals. And then I'm just like that star that's trying to, you know, just break out amongst the other stars, you know? And just, you guys are so crazy. Yeah. I know y'all are like, this bitch is crazy.
No, when you talk about the shop, you just remind me. I miss those days, you know?
Yeah. It's okay. It's my personality and other people's personalities. That's why you have to be forgiving. Some people be doing retarded. I'm sorry, I can't say that word. People be doing crazy shit. And you just got to be like, how you guys be just
let them be them.
And just laugh and smile and good morning and just make the best of it. Because at the end of the day, like I said, I want to be a successful Black-owned, woman-owned business. So I needed that. Like, how I'm gonna run a business, a salon, if I ain't had salon experience.
Exactly.
So yeah, I be needing all that energy and all the drama and the ups and the downs and the obstacles, and you know, the weeks where you don't make money, you do make money, and they come knocking for their money. You still pay that rent. So I'm learning to like promote and basically like slut myself out for my business. So that's what I'm doing right now, y'all. Make sure y'all send me extra lube because I'm about to go hard.
What are your social media handles? You can say them now.
So On Facebook is my name, Ariel Hutchison, or The BombShell. It's not The BombShell. It's like the BombShell, THEE. And on Snapchat is The BombShell or The BombShell 1, because I have 2 Snapchats. And then Instagram is The BombShell PDX. And you can email me at thebombshellpdx@gmail.com. Or you can contact me directly at 541-905-8260. We could do some consultations or book appointments or whatever. But yeah, I'm still learning, but I'm thriving and manifesting and praying, wishing and hoping for the best. No, I'm not hoping for shit. Yeah, no, like I got that shit. Like it's mine already. Like I'm up here, I'm at the top. I see y'all when y'all get up there. For all the bitches that don't like me. I see y'all.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today on Talk to Them.
Where every story counts, every voice matters.
Did we talk to them?
We talked to them. We talked to them.
Okay.
I hope I didn't scare them.
They all right. I'm sure you did.
It's good. Thank you.
Everybody gonna be who they are. It's all good. We know.
Motherfucking Auri.